All right, let's go meet with some local heroes who are helping to build the ecosystem here in Riga. Olga, thank you so much for joining us at the wonderful Tech Show. I want to hear a little bit more about how you guys are involved in this event and Riga's startup ecosystem.
Right, so I come from Investment and Development Agency of Latvia, but in the best spirit of startups and creativity, we call ourselves Magnetic Latvia Startup.
Magnetic?
Magnetic. As if we are a magnet which attracts people, attracts startups, and we truly believe in this brand. And so basically what we do, we are a government dedicated startup support team, and we work towards attracting startups to come and explore our startup launchpad, as well as we direct our support towards our Latvian-based startups, especially in the early stage, to basically develop their product, develop their service, and then go global from here. At this time, Baltic is our main interest, to connect the three ecosystems. It's a very small region,
Which
right?
are those? So we're in Riga here today,
yes,
which is in the middle of
Riga,
them, right?
Yes, and we are in the perfect position to do exactly that. If you'd like to see it as a sandwich somewhat, so you have Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. And the Riga, geographically, and I hope also spiritually, is quite the center of it, the heart of it, as we say it, right?
And we're talking about Latvia and Riga's startup ecosystem. How have you seen it grow and develop over the last 5 or 10 years?
Right, so I would say that it all started with some awesome guys creating some awesome stuff in their garages, the typical way, right? And they didn't call themselves startups back then, right? They didn't know they were startups, actually. So those entrepreneurs were there for a long time. Now, if we speak about the ecosystem, it's a little bit of a different story. I would say that was about 5 to 6 to 7 years ago when it was already shaping as a community. And then Tech Hub Riga was also open, and it became the first hub for startups where to come together and unite themselves. And what happened next? They were strong enough at some point to realize, okay, we have to go and ask for support from the government. And they went and they knocked on the door. They were loud. They were very clear about what support they want. And the next thing you saw, the government jumped on the startup wagon. And it happened just a few years ago. I would say 3 to 4, if we are more precise.
What are you guys doing as a government?
Right, and that's exactly what was seen afterwards. Startup law was passed by the government. So startup law actually is a way to help early stage startups to cut their costs associated to employees. In short, it's a special, very benevolent tax regime for startups.
Fantastic. So Olga, tell me more about this startup residency permit that you have.
Today you can move to Latvia, 5 of you actually,
5
together with your spouses and kids, by the way, so we don't break up the families, Yes, you can come here and you have basically, you're given 3 years to try out your ideas. Of course there are some criteria, to fulfill, but basically 3 years to try, and then you can convert that startup visa into the next stage of residence permit, so we don't kick you out after 3 years, obviously.
You guys are doing huge amounts to attract talent, to attract ideas, and to attract people, basically, to Riga.
Yes, it hasn't been perfect. I must say there is a little bit of lack of strategic marketing from our side. We are still learning how to pack. I mean, we have a very good product, I believe, right? But we haven't found a way to package it properly and to, let's say, sell it.
Yeah.
So this is our task for this year. It's our New Year's resolution to be less shy and to actually promote what we have for what it is, right?
Okay. Olga, tell us a little bit about Riga's startup funding. Is it available? Is it hard to get? What are you guys doing to support
This
that?
is actually a perfect time to be in Riga, in the Baltics, in terms of financing and opportunities to find investments for your startup. If about 3 to 4 years ago there was a huge gap in the early stage financing, now it is solved. So just in 2018, we launched, we as a government, with the government support, we launched 3 acceleration programs, and each of them received 5 million euros to manage and invest into early stage startups. In the context of Latvia and Latvian startup ecosystem, it's huge money. This money is already out there. There were first batches which received the mentorship and the equity investments. And this money will be supplemented soon enough. It's already a committed amount. There is no way back. will be supplemented with 60 million euro for the next stage, for the growth stage. So I would say money right now is abundant. What is lacking is really good ideas, well presented. As simple as that.
So there's an opportunity here that you can move from anywhere to Riga, take advantage of their startup visa or 3-year residency program, bring your family and friends along if you need, and your co-founders. You can join one of the accelerator programs, get access to all the support networking you need and funding. And what am I missing?
Well, you're missing some other cool stuff we're offering here and there, such as, for instance, a program which allows you, which gives you some financial support to go and explore the world, right? Because we appreciate we don't have internal markets. We know it, but we are a nice, let's say, playground to test the European market. But when you need to go global, we also offer support for that. Go global for conferences, such as, I don't know, from Slash to Web Summit to London Tech Week, or any point in the world, right? Or if you need to go to potential investors to close the deal, or potential clients or business partners, we also give some financial support for that. So yeah, apart from those major things you named, the startup visa, which allows you to come, followed up by startup law, which you can apply for the financing. Yeah, so we try to build a very holistic package, so to say, for startups, and yes, it's up for grabs.
Come to Riga.